I'm back for part two. I just posted a video. Um, and this is like a continuation. So many wedgies. I wanted to talk about the full moon, and I hung this thing up so quickly on the last video because I had 1% and I like ran to the closet to get my laptop charger because I was like, oh my God, what if Zoom doesn't process it because it dies? But now we're plugged in. So I did want to say that we had the full moon in Gemini yesterday. I did mention that before. I'm just putting the cards up. And since it's the last full moon of the year, it's going to be highly emotional because everything, this is why we can't sweep stuff under the rug, like I was saying in the prior video. Everything that has happened over the last year, but not only that, what I'm feeling is like lots and lots and lots of years, and I'm even hearing generational stuff is coming up right now to be released, to be cleared. And there's been so many astrological shifts, as I've been mentioning throughout these new videos I've been making recently. Mercury retrograde ended the other day. Like I said, full moon in Gemini yesterday, last full moon of the year, super powerful. We're still in Mars retrograde. We're still in the 12/12 portal energy. Winter solstice is on the 21st, which is in 5 days. And from what I understand, that opens up also a portal of energy that we are in before that. So there's so many things that are happening right now, and believe me, I feel like I've been fear spiraling, freaking the fuck out. But then, like the next minute, this is like such the Gemini energy. It's like the twins, like back and forth, like bipolar opposites. Is that how you say it? Is it bipolar opposites or polar opposites? I think it's polar opposites. Someone let me know in the comments. Um, like 1 minute I'm freaking out, fear spiraling. Oh my God, this is happening with money. I'm freaking the fuck out. What's gonna happen? What if I end up homeless? Like all of these like crazy fucking things. Because if you didn't know, like I'm in a in between right now, like applying for jobs, doing stuff with business, making big changes. Talked about that in lots of prior videos and on my podcast. I think I did a whole podcast episode about it when I talked about money manifestation and all the different ways money can come. But anyways, I'll do that and then literally I'll cry, I'll release, I'll get it out, I'll do whatever rituals or healing processes I'm guided to do. And then 10, 20, 30 minutes later, I'm actually also really working with energy of play, like I mentioned, and that's helping so much because like last night I did those things I just mentioned, and then I went and watched Queer Eye, which is like my favorite show ever. And if you've never watched it, I highly fucking recommend you got to do it. It's my favorite. And if you know who Jonathan is, Jonathan Van Ness, my childhood best friend told me that I was the female version of them because they are non-binary, but biggest compliment ever in my mind. But that show is amazing. So I did those things, got my mind off of all the shit that I was freaking out about. And then I felt so much better. And then on the flip side of that, I was like, oh my God, everything's happening. Like, this is all happening to push me to like believing in my dreams even more because, yes, I've lived on the water before, like I mentioned in the last video. And it was kind of more of an egoic thing back then. Honestly, I was like, I just want to live at a place on the water. And like I did, but it was egoic too. And because like how it would look, because like I made it, whatever, just being honest. But now I'm like, I really want to live by the beach because my soul feels so happy at the beach. And like I'm enjoying being in downtown after being up in the mountains in the northernmost part of San Diego, pretty isolated. And the water is only like a mile away. It's like the waterfront. So it's not the beach. The beach is still 10 minutes away. But I just want to live by the beach because it's where it makes me happy. And I want to have a space where I can host my retreats, host my goddess circles, host cacao ceremonies. My freaking boob is itching. And I want to have that space near the beach. So where was I going with that? Oh, so I'll go from freaking out thinking, oh my God, this is happening with money. What if I end up homeless? To then like, oh my God, no, this is happening to push me so I can be at that beach house. And that's going to happen probably in like the next few weeks. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So it's normal to feel this roller coaster. And I just felt like it was important to come on and talk about this because, like I said, last full moon of the year, so much is coming up. So much is also coming up to release before 2025 is what I'm hearing because it's a big energy for next year. So we're having to get rid of stuff. And I want to backtrack a second and just say it's important to release the emotions, like I said, and not sweep them under the rug. Because I was talking about how I did all those processes, felt them, did my things, did my rituals, did my healings. And then I went and watched Queer Eye. And a lot of times I used to just only want to watch Netflix or do things to numb out, to avoid what I was feeling, to bypass. But that doesn't work Like if we're only doing that, it has to be like the balance. And I'm going to end it on that because I'm going to be talking more about these tools and resources and all of my programs. I'm so excited. I really wanted to say this in the last video, but I'm so excited for my new High Priestess Sanctuary offering. That's your safe space for your spiritual awakening and tapping into your power, into your feminine energy, your psychic abilities, your intuitive powers, all these things we're talking about all the time. So fucking stoked for that space. And it's basically like a bundle of courses as an option with a community with it as well. But I made it an option where you can literally just join by buying one of my master classes for $33 and still have access to the Facebook community. Because I just feel so passionate about having that community space available. And then, yeah, my VIP days. I'm so fucking excited for my VIP day offerings. You can do it virtual, but it's where you either come here to California to me to San Diego or fly me to you. And it's basically a whole entire intensive day of getting you through to your next level. It's for intended to help you to have a breakthrough because that's one of my biggest superpowers, like I keep mentioning, is helping people get unstuck because that's what I've done time and time and time and time and time for myself because I've literally transformed my life a million motherfucking times the last 13 to 15 years. So I'm so excited for the VIP days. You can do one day, you can do half day, you can add multiple days. So it's like a whole VIP retreat weekend, like up to 3 days total is the most. And I just like love being with people in person. It's my favorite thing in the world. And energetically, I keep feeling like there's someone out there that's thinking about doing it. And I would love for you to reach out and chat with me about it because it's not for everybody. And if it's not a good fit for both of us, it doesn't make sense to do it. So we can have a conversation to just talk about that. If you feel called to, it would be the joy of my heart to help you. All right, my loves, that's what I got. I have many other offerings too. Readings are back. I'll post everything in the comments below. The holiday sale is over now. But I might do one other little special one sometime soon since we have Christmas coming up. Okay. Let me know how you're feeling with this full moon. I love you so much. I'm like, is there anything else I want to say? Let me pause this and think. I was guided to show you this card. I pulled it for myself this morning. You can't tell what that says probably. Good luck. Auspicious wishes granted blessings. Big things are coming, loves. Trust, trust, trust. Go back to the last video I just made for a reading with more on that. And then I also felt guided to pull my amethyst out. And it's interesting because I have my purple, what are these things called? Hair ties in. So this is all about, purple's all about the third eye chakra, which is our intuition. And it's important to trust our intuition and to trust ourselves. So working with amethyst and or the color purple right now, I feel like will be really beneficial to you. I do have a free chakra ebook. I don't think it's on my website anymore. I'm going to try to find the link for it. I think it's in my Facebook community. So yeah, working with the chakras has been one of the biggest game changers for me on my healing path. I was also being guided to my rose water in the window, which I can't reach that. So also working with anything that's like infused with rose and helping you tap into your goddess energy will also be helpful at this time. Okay. I love you so much. Talk soon.